Joining us today, we have Cindy McClure. She is the owner here at Southern Cosmetic Laser in Somerville. Thank you so much for having us back today.
Thank you for coming back.
I'm super pumped because I have a prop here, but before we get into the 3 stages of aging, let's just talk about Southern Cosmetic Laser and what you do here.
At Southern Cosmetic Laser, we offer a wide variety of services, basically customized them on what your skin and body needs are. So I always have patients come in for a consultation and figure out what your troublesome areas are and figure up a plan and see what we can do for you.
And you see people from all walks of life, all skin tones, colors, everything, right?
Every skin color, male, female, wide variation of ages. It depends on if you have acne or you have rosacea or aging, offer so much.
Speaking of aging, 3 stages of aging. How does that whole thing work? And I can't wait until we start using
I
that.
always talk to every person and usually present the aging process. You know, we're in the skin, we're in our skin until we die, unfortunately. So 3 principles of aging is, I always talk about skin integrity, number 1, and relaxing muscle expression, because we come out of the womb crying, laughing, cooing. So use something to relax expression. And number 3, which is the smallest finger that I'm always holding up, is to place some of the fat or some of the structures to kind of help lifts and support the face to give you more of that youthfulness. And today I want to talk a little bit about one of those procedures. And people know fillers, but people do not know, particularly people if they don't want to have surgery. Obviously surgery is the ultimate lifting because, you know, they're going to replace some of the muscle suture things back in place. But for those people who don't want to do surgery, the biodegradable sutures, the threads, are an option.
Because I always think this is kind of funny. It's because when you get older and stuff, and you know, we're always trying to like lose weight, or a lot of us are, and then we think about it as we get older, we want to plump our face up, right? I mean, because people talk about the sagging and all of that. That's how you get the youthfulness back, right?
Well, the collagen and elastin with the skin, and then you have to replace some of the support, which is coming from bone loss, fat loss, ligament droop, and then muscle atrophy. So the threads, the PDO absorbable threads, are a way that you can insert them into the face.
She's busting out the pen. All right, so do I do it like this?
Yes. So there are actually lots of places, but most patients always come in and they say, okay, I hate the nasolabial lines. Well, people don't realize that the nasolabial lines are generally caused from this part of the face sagging down. So fillers can also be put in there, and our combination with threads. So when I make an injection here, the biodegradable thread has little notches on it, and it's great that once you put it into that layer, it kind of lifts up that soft tissue, and it gives you that vertical lift, which we're
So that's why it's called a thread?
Well, we use them in many places, but yeah, they're threads because they're actually threads.
Okay.
They're synthetic biodegradable threads. So we actually place them into that soft tissue and they kind of grab that soft tissue and pull it up.
Okay, gotcha.
And the same threads that are used for suture, you know, for medical conditions, but these threads actually create a network of collagen, so they give you that extra supportive lift. So particularly, not every patient is a candidate for threads. It just really depends on the thickness of the skin, but they are great because they can help lift this part of the face.
So do you notice them immediately?
Yes.
Okay.
You can notice some immediacy, and then also as they create a little bit of collagen network, they will create a little bit more support, which this picture kind of shows. And I always tell patients, you really don't want people to know you've had something done. If you could look at someone and know they've had something done. I mean, if it's a subtle change, that's
You want
great,
them just to say, wow,
you
you
know,
look
oh
really
my
good
God,
today.
What did you have done? You
You're
want
like,
it to be
she
natural.
definitely had some work.
You want it to be very natural. So just, if you can just notice, she has a little bit of nasolabial, and it just gave her that vertical lift. And it's
How many times did she have to come? Is it just
She
one?
just did one time.
That was just after one time?
That was just one time.
Okay.
And the threads can last, depending on how many threads are placed. And there are a couple different types of threads. Some of them are used for lifting and some of them are used for support. But obviously, I have to see your face to provide a consultation to see what's best for you. But they can last up to 2 years as far as the lifting effect. If you are keeping up with the collagen and elastin of the skin, you know, you probably need some filler to put some support back in there, but these are lifting.
So these are all working together.
It's a complex. It's I always say all three fingers play on the playground together. And then some patients who say if you come in and you want immediate total lift, that's surgery. So, and then I'll refer you out to who I recommend to do facelifts.
Perfect. All right, anything else we need to know before we head out?
No, just make a consultation and I'd love to talk to you.
All righty, well, thanks again for having us.
Thank you.
And for more information, you can always head online to southerncosmeticlaser.com.